Hello and welcome to my new series, Anxiety Diaries, where we have open, candid, honest conversations about mental health, business, nutrition, lifestyle, and living a happy and fulfilling life. So today I wanted to talk about a topic which some of you are not going to agree with me on this point, and that's completely fine too. This series is definitely not a place where you have to agree with or follow anything I say. I am just sharing my own opinion, my own experience, and what has helped me personally in business and in life. So the other day I was having a conversation with a good friend of mine, and we were talking about our nutrition businesses, coaching businesses. So she's also a coach, and how we really felt in the beginning this pressure to always have new business. And if you're someone who runs a business yourself, which I'm sure some of you are, in the beginning, it's very difficult to have consistent income and consistent business. And you can really feel a pressure to, whenever an opportunity comes, to just take it every single time. No matter how tired you are, no matter how little sleep you've had, no matter how much business you already have, there's this feeling of, I've got to take it now because I won't have it later. And while it's great to be ambitious, and obviously I encourage that as an ambitious person myself and as someone who works with people who are ambitious, that can become incredibly detrimental on mental health. And that's because we can get to a point where we just are overwhelmed with everything we have to do. So an example of this is that, when I started my online coaching business at the beginning of COVID, because before I was working in person in a GP clinic and here in a practice in West Cork, I, in the beginning, had no business. I was completely thinking, oh no, what's happening? It was the beginning of the pandemic and I had no idea how this would work out. So I just took on as many clients as possible, and it didn't matter if they didn't fit my niche. I just thought, I have no options. I need the money. I was really, really desperate. And I would even, people would say they were unwilling to pay my prices, and then I would discount them to a ridiculously little amount that I would probably take away €1 per hour, just because I thought, I can't turn away this business. And what happened was I started to almost resent, the work I was doing, because I was feeling really tired. I didn't have any time to process my emotions, my anxiety, and honour my mental health. And then I realised that, that's exactly the opposite of what I teach my clients. I'm someone who specialises in working with stress and anxiety, but I was making myself stressed and anxious in the process of trying to help all these people, but feeling that pressure of I can't say no to anyone. And honestly, I completely understand, the perspective of you need the money, right? And feeling, you're at the beginning of your career, you maybe don't have a lot of savings. I at the time had some debt as well, and I just felt the pressure because my husband partner, now husband, had lost his job, and because of the restrictions. And I just felt it's on me. I have to do this, and I had to take this responsibility on myself to run this. But the reality was it didn't work. So not only was I not getting new business, but I just felt dreadful and really, really unhappy. And, this led me to the revelation, which perhaps some of you have realised already, which is no amount of money, no amount of business, no amount of success is worth it if it's actually harming your mental health. No, it's not worth taking on a new client if it's going to harm your mental health, because you can go to very dark places. And I mean, not that that's happened to me in the last year, but in the past, I've been in some really dark places mentally, and it's been really tough to get out of that. And prioritizing your own happiness is worth more than money. And I'm saying this as someone who obviously doesn't have any dependents, and I choose to live that way while I'm not in a position to support dependents other than my cat. So I do understand that not all of you maybe have the luxury to just say, oh, I can always say no to business. But I'm not saying, don't ever take on new clients or don't ever sell new products. But when you reach a point where you have reached your capacity within yourself, your capacity to produce or to serve, that is a point to stop. And if at that point your business is not viable, then you need to consider either increasing your prices or changing what you're doing, because your business is not viable. Just increasing how many hours you do until you're working 80 hours a week, that is not a viable business, my friends. That is not viable. That is torture. That is employee abuse. You as an employer are abusing yourself as an employee if you're doing that. So I know that sounds crazy, but there's actually so much you can do in terms of marketing to transform your business. And that's exactly what I did. So I actually worked with a business coach, and it was worth every single cent, because I learned how to better use marketing. I learned how to actually provide a service that I could provide with the time that I had that really helped my clients. And I have a limit of how many people I take on every month. So as some of you have probably been to my webinars, when I say I only have capacity for 2 new people, that's true. I'm just taking on 2 new people because I can't work with 50 people at once. And some people can. But for me, as an introvert and an empath, I need time to be alone. I need time to practice meditation, mindfulness practices. I need time in nature, grounding, and that time that I take, that makes me much more productive with what I do in my work life with my 2 businesses. That's what helps me show up for my clients and be a great coach, is that I actually take time for myself and honor my needs. And as someone who has struggled with anxiety and depression for most of my life, I can say that it's absolutely crucial to my own health and happiness to take time for myself, to actually honor my mental health and my well-being, and just, take days off, for example, because we can feel like when we run a business, if we stop, the business stops running, and that if we stop, we're going to fail, it's all going to fall away. And let me just say something, even if you don't stop, you might still fail. Even if you do stop, you might still fail. But also, even if you stop, you might also succeed. Because a business that is actually exhausting you and harming your mental health is not worth keeping. It's really not worth it. Go back to the moment where you thought, why did I want to start my business in the first place? So just going from a personal level, I wanted to start this business so that I could help other people effectively manage their stress and anxiety so that they could achieve their dreams without compromising their physical and emotional health. So in the process, if I'm harming my physical and emotional health because I feel that I have to earn that money, or I feel pressure because other people are doing certain things, then I'm the biggest hypocrite in the world, if that's the case. So this is why I just think it's so important. And I just want to reiterate here, of course, not everyone is in a position where they can say no to business. And if you're in that position where you can't say no to business, then it might be worth looking at your business and seeing, what can I do to make this business more viable? What can I do to be successful and also honor my mental health? And perhaps it's taking actually professional advice around that. And I'm personally not offering any kind of this advice. I'm just an advocate for getting professional business advice to help you build a viable business that will honor your own health and happiness. Because at the end of the day, the whole point of earning money is so that you can actually enjoy life. So if you're spending your whole life torturing yourself to earn money, and then what if one day you just get hit by a bus and you never get to enjoy that money? Then is it even worth it? So I know that's a bit of a strong statement to make, but just think about it, What amount of money is my happiness worth? So for me, my happiness is just worth more than money. Of course you need money to feed yourself, right? But try to find a business that helps you to honor what you need. So that's the candid talk for today. I'm here in my garden, just woke up, my hair is unbrushed, and I just wanted to kind of have an honest sharing session with you. So if you like this and if you would like me to continue this series, please let me know by sending me a direct message or by commenting in this thread. And I just wanted to share that in a couple of days, if you're watching this today or tomorrow, on the 7th of April at 8 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, I am offering a free guided meditation to help you reduce stress and anxiety and just get in the zone for a relaxing, restorative night's sleep. So if you would like to join that, please send me a message and I'll send you the link. And with that, I will leave you to enjoy your day. Thank you so much for watching till the end, and I wish you all well.